What's up, everyone? I want to thank everyone who watched my first ever Elden Ring theory video from last week. It quickly became one of my most popular videos by far, for better or for worse. You gotta remember that it was just a theory, guys. It's really not that serious. Half of the fun of From Software games for me is all of the wild theories people come up with. Maybe I should have been more clear in that video though that it was just meant to be a fun, wild theory. Anyway, with the release of the DLC right around the corner, everyone is in full swing of making as much content as they can. Players are foaming at the mouth waiting for any little bit of info on the game. And with From Software seemingly releasing more and more clues, something we had once speculated about when the original trailer released has just been disproven. Or has it? A few days ago, the Elden Ring official Twitter posted these pictures of the DLC. This photo is something we've already seen in the first trailer. A lot of people are speculating that it's one of the new loading screens, which I can definitely see being the case, but if you look closely at the bottom of the screen there's actually a site of grace. A lot of people before this photo was uploaded believed that the rune-shaped pillars we've seen in the trailers were going to be our new sites of grace, and that they symbolized Miquella's Great Rune. And now that this photo's been released, it confirms that there are in fact sites of grace like there is in the normal lands between. But it wouldn't make sense to have graces in the realm of shadow where there is no grace. I think Miquella is actually leaving these sites of grace behind, and the rune-like pillars are beacons for his followers to make it easier for them to find these graces. I think it's very likely that these will replace the guiding light rays we have in the base game, seeing as how the realm of shadow is a realm without the light of grace. And if you look closely in the newest trailer, right at the end with all the NPCs standing in front of one of these symbols, you can see what looks like somewhat of a grace right at the base of the Pillar of Light. They also released these photos as well, and a lot of people, including myself, immediately thought that this person in this picture was Miquella, because I only saw a close-up version that was posted in my Discord. Then later that day, I saw the full photo, and I realized that it's not Miquella, it's actually a character we've seen in the trailer. She's this lady right here, and a lot of people have speculated that she's the one narrating the story trailer, as she seems to be the leader of the group of Miquella's followers. And as for this omen, well, there's not a lot to really go off of. A lot of people have made some wild theories, so I figured why not toss another one into the pool. What if this thing is actually Marika in omen form? The shadow in the background kind of looks like Marika's dress to me. Omens are born at random, but what if there's more to it genetically, and that's why her children with Godfrey ended up omens? Maybe that's why she resorted to conceiving the twins with Radagon, aka herself, in the first place.
What?
Yeah, probably not. But how crazy would that be? I also wanted to briefly ponder on a thought I've had since I've read about a recent interview Miyazaki had with a Chinese form called Zidane. When asked if the mysterious relationship between Miquella and Saint Trina would be addressed or not, he stated, "They can be regarded as different existences, but we don't want to reveal the specific relation yet." Now, this can be interpreted in a few different ways. You can take it at face value and think it means that they just exist at the same time and may not be one and the same. Or it somewhat confirms what people have already speculated about Miquella being Saint Trina. But what if it's both? What if instead of changing his form and becoming Saint Trina, he simply exists as both at the same time? Would kind of explain a lot if you think about it. One thing a lot of people have discarded since the trailers released is that Miquella could still be in his cocoon in Mogwin Palace, mainly because we have actually seen him in the Land of Shadow throughout the trailers. I'm starting to think though that maybe he actually is inside the cocoon, and that he somehow split his soul or his spirit into multiple beings to exist in multiple places at once. Actually reminds me of a character in Naruto called Nagato. Nagato is a character who focuses his power from afar to control multiple bodies at the same time, kind of like a hive mind. This would actually bolster the Miquella is Melina theories a lot of people have been cooking up as well. But again, this is just speculation, so keep that in mind. There's a lot we know, and even more that we don't. but there's also a lot that we think we know, and I want to leave you with something to think about. With the DLC alluding to Marika erasing the history of the Shadow Realm, that's got me thinking a lot about how history is written by the victor, and wondering what other parts of history she has falsified. Let's talk about it in the comments below. But thanks for watching. That's just about gonna do it for this video. If you made it this far, hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Deuces.